So, my brother, he texted me the other day, and he sent me an image which looked horrible. It was from B&M of this doner kebab. I believe it was £1.50. And yeah, it doesn't look very appealing. But I did say I'd give it a review for him, so I think that's probably what we're going to do, isn't it? So yeah, let's crack on. Have a look at the ingredients, because I don't think it's going to be very nice what's in here. Let's have a look at this bit. Cooked reformed doner meat with reformed chicken, mutton and beef. So it's got a right mix in there. Reformed, is it like a political party? I don't know. It's gonna be basically that force meat, isn't it? Where they scrape the bones clean. Delicious. Yeah, so you're basically getting bread, some effort at meat, 14% mutton, 1% beef. Where's the chicken? 30% chicken. Yeah, bonus. So yeah, storage instructions. Obviously, like, you're meant to keep it in the fridge. I have done, and I've kept it in the fridge for 2 weeks because I just did not want to review this at all. So much so, I think, yes, it's now a day out of date, because I've been putting this off. So it must be cooked, which I will be doing because I do not want to get ill. You got to remove the sachet. Place on a plate, cook at full power for a minute. I was expecting longer than a minute, to be honest. Then serve immediately. Yeah. Right, let's get it out. I can't get it open. I can't get it open, I'm going to have to get a knife. The world's sharpest knife comes into play. We're in, finally. The anticipation. Right, so first look, looks like it's got a bit of shoe leather in there. Oh dear. Why is the sauce packet inside? Yeah, that feels very spongy. I'm going to do a bit of rearranging here. At least make it so it covers the pitta. But yeah, it looks a little bit like the Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
Right, it's on a plate, it's going in for a minute. I'll just have it with the sauce. I don't want to influence the flavour too much. Gotta have it raw, not literally. But yeah, and I'll have the raw sauce. No ketchup.
No ketchup.
Right, it's going in. Didn't even ding. What's that about? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Gonna probably be ill. Okay, here she is. Let's have a look at the interior. The mix-up, as I like to call it. Glistening with juices. It's nice and soft, the bread. That still feels a bit spongy. Right, let's get the sauce on. Little sachet. Get rid of that. Right, I'll get a bit of this on. The old chili glaze. Wedding roll. Right, get rid of that. I'll lift her up for a bit of it. Oh my goodness, look at this. Yeah, that. I mean, I can't smell anything currently. It sort of smells. Jesus Christ, it's hotter than the sun.
It's hotter than the sun!
It's sticky on the bottom where it's been in the microwave. Right, let's get a bite from the old meat end. Yeah, it's soft, inoffensive flavour, I suppose. It's very bready, and the meat I think is sort of very spongy as well. Let me have another toot. I took a couple of bites, so I just couldn't taste it before, and I kind of can't still taste the meat, to be honest. It's more bread and then all chilli sauce, which is just mildly sweet, slightly vinegary. So I'm going to try a bit of the meat on its own. Let's get a bit of a close-up on that. It really is just like, I don't know, like something you'd insulate your car with. Oh dear. Yeah, that meat is just spongy as hell, and it just doesn't taste meaty. It's almost soya-ish, which I think from the packaging, I don't think there's any sort of like, whatever it's called, modified maize starch. Maybe that's it. Yeah, it's not very good. I mean, if you were absolutely 8 pints down and you needed some form of vehicle for chili sauce, then this is your bet. Yeah, £1.50. It is pretty bad. Yeah, it's not very good. I have to say though, it's edible, and even with it being 1 day out of date, I don't think you could tell. I generally don't think you'd be able to tell in about 2 months' time that it's any different, to be honest. I think it's probably got a lot of processed garbage in there that's keeping it somewhat going. Like them McDonald's burgers that have been around for like a decade. Yeah. I don't want to rate it down because it is what it is. No one's buying this expecting it to be good, and it isn't. So I don't know. I'm going to have to give it its due and sort of. It's not advertising itself as being anything. It's not. It's going to be, I think, a 1.5 out of 5, and I'm giving it the 0.5 because they've made whatever that is actually edible. It doesn't taste offensive. So yeah, I think potentially there we've done you right up.